Okay, in this video, we wanted to go through how Microsoft Bing ads work, or another way to say it, how Bing ads works. It used to be called Bing ads, now it's called Microsoft ads. Same network, it has Bing.com, Yahoo.com, AOL.com, DuckDuckGo, a lot of different search engines that aren't Google. So if you want to learn more how to get on other search engines besides Google and get out of Google ads, which is still a good option, but expanding to Microsoft Bing ads network can be very beneficial. There are millions and millions of searches that are on their network and not Google. They have different features. It's a different setup. It's similar to Google ads, but their platform's a little bit different and they have a lot of features, things you can do inside of Microsoft ads that you cannot do inside of Google ads. So it's a great network to jump onto. This is going to be an intro, a beginner intro to Microsoft ads. So if you want to learn that, get a quick intro, you're not familiar with it at all, we'll go ahead and go over the basics now. Okay, in this next training, we'll be going through an intro to Microsoft ads, formerly Bing ads. That's how most people know it. So we'll go through how Microsoft search ads work, quick intro to that, and then the differences between Google search ads and Microsoft search ads, how the two different networks work. Okay, so we'll do a quick intro to Microsoft ads, or Bing ads as a lot of people know it, and just explain more about how they work. So first part, when you go to Bing.com, they usually have a background, nature, or something like that. Sometimes news articles down at the bottom, and then the search bar here in the middle, just like Google has. And then we'll just use an example here. If you searched AC Repair Company Houston, it'd pop up the different results. Looks very similar to Google. So this training video is actually going to be a sample from our actual training program, so you can get a better idea of what's in here, what we offer. Some of these are more beginner lessons, and they'll go into more advanced. So if you need more advanced training, we do have a link below in the description that will give you access to discounts and different things like that from our advanced training and all of our different programs. That's going to be a link down in the description below. Have your search up here, it has maps, images, different things like that. And then the first couple of results on really any network, those are going to be the ads. So you have the ad headline here, Houston AC Repair Services. You click on that, it'd go to their website. Here's another ad down here, HVAC Services, another ad. And then under the ads, you have the organic results if you're doing SEO. So it looks pretty much the same as Google. When you type in your search, you get these are the paid ads right here. And then inside the Microsoft ads or a Bing ads account, you have it's the same as Google. You're going to enter in the keywords you want your ads to show for. So it'll also pop up different suggestions based on their monthly search volume inside their network. So you can put in a couple of keywords, get some more ideas, and Microsoft Bing ads will tell you estimates on how many searches they get on their network, how much volume's coming in, what their suggested cost per click is, which is usually lower than Google. So you'll notice the dashboard looks very similar to Google ads. A couple of things to remember about Microsoft ads, the Bing ads network. So these ads they actually show on Bing.com, Yahoo.com, and AOL.com. And they also have some small search partners like Google does, but it's mainly going to show on these other three search engines, which are pretty much next in line to Google in the US. Also, their network typically has an older demographic of users on it. Let's see, Bing, Yahoo, and AOL are the default browsers on many computers. Search toolbars, they partner with a lot of people, and you just type in this toolbar, that's actually Bing or Yahoo or AOL. It's the default on a lot of devices, and not everyone changes it, or they don't know how to change their search engine to google.com instead. So actually a lot of people, when they get their PC, they just type in a search and they don't realize they're not on Google, they're on Bing. or same thing like on an Android phone, some versions of it. So that's why you usually get an older demographic or a less tech savvy demographic. So that's just the demographics on it. Also, the cost per click is usually a lot cheaper on their network, which typically means lower cost per lead. There's just less competition is what it is. Not everyone expands their ads beyond Google or even Facebook. So a lot of people forget about Microsoft ads, which gets Bing, Yahoo, and AOL. Still a pretty big chunk of online users and online searches. People just don't know how to use it, or it's overlooked completely. So there's some good spots you can get in. If Google and Facebook are really saturated in your area, chances are your competitors are not running ads on Bing. It's easy to use. The interface, they keep updating it. It looks pretty much the same as Google Ads. So once you learn Google Ads inside and out, and you've gone through the training we have on Google Ads, when you jump over to Microsoft Ads dashboard, you'll notice it looks pretty much the same. So all of your training will crisscross, all the optimizing will carry over. Nearly all of your strategies and tactics will be the same as far as keywords, ad groups, all the advanced things we taught on Google, you can apply on their network as well, as far as finding keywords that convert, moving them to their own ad group, adding in different keywords, splitting up ad groups, doing test campaigns that have broader terms. Really, nearly all of that from Google can be applied to Microsoft Ads Network. We'll point out the specific ones you shouldn't do, like for example, broad match on Microsoft Ads Network. It's too broad. It matches to a lot of strange searches that have nothing to do with it. Google broad match is still somewhat usable for advanced users, and we have a training on that. That's one huge issue with Bing ads. You don't want to do broad match. But other than that, most everything you learn from mastering Google Ads will transfer right over to Microsoft Ads Network. So next we'll talk about some differences from Google Ads. They update their features from time to time, but these ones have been the same over the years. So one huge thing, you'll get a lot more data on your keywords with impressions, but no clicks. With Google, this rarely shows up, if ever. Typically when you go to a search terms report to see what people are actually typing for your keywords, you'll only see clicks, and Google even updates it to where you don't even see all of the clicks. So Microsoft Ads Network is still good at bringing in all the data. They even have data for keywords that are search terms and keywords that got impressions but no clicks. This is very useful for putting in negative keywords so that you don't get a click later, or you can do heavy keyword and search term research inside Microsoft Ads and then put all those keywords into Google preemptively to prevent any clicks. So it's kind of a way of getting more data on their network so you can jump over to Google and fill in the gaps. Also, one huge thing that Microsoft Ads still has, you're able to view all of your search partners' performance data. Whereas Google, it just says search partners. It doesn't break it down. It just says here's clicks, cost per click, conversions, cost per conversion, things like that. It just says search partners as a whole. Whereas Microsoft Ads, it shows you every single search partner. So it'll pull up 100 different sites, and you can block one of them. You can increase the bid for a different one. There's a detailed breakdown of who the search partners are, and you could block them one by one. So you don't have to block the entire search partner network. So it's not an all or nothing like Google. Also, with this, you can even take campaigns, and one advanced strategy is to do one campaign that targets the search engines only. So you can say, I want to target Bing, Yahoo, and AOL only. And then you could do another campaign that only targets the search partners and not the major search engines. So if you have a higher budget, that's an advanced strategy to split them into two. Whereas on Google, you either target Google search and search partners or just Google search. There's not a way to do a campaign that's search partners only. So that's a unique option. Search partners are typically even cheaper than Bing, Yahoo, and AOL, so that's a good strategy to split it up. There's a lot more data, and you can get more granular with targeting the search partners. So those are the major things with Microsoft Ads, or Bing Ads as most people call it. Definitely worth using. It's really easy. Once you're done in Google and you're up and running, you can just import. There's literally an import button, and you just import it, double check it, set up your conversion tracking, and set it live. So it's pretty easy to take what you have in Google and put it over into Microsoft Ads and get a lot cheaper clicks and a lot cheaper leads. So definitely worth doing and expanding to. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching our PPC ads training video. If you want more videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Like this video if you found it useful, and any questions, post them in the comments down below. We also have additional training in the description. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.